Ants are tiny insects that live in colonies, which can contain millions of individuals. They are found almost everywhere on Earth, except Antarctica. If you enjoy this video about ants, please like, share, and subscribe. At the end of the video, please use the comment section to ask us any questions about ants. Ants communicate with each other using chemicals called pheromones, which they leave as trails to food sources. Each colony has one or more queens, whose primary role is to lay eggs. Worker ants are female and perform tasks like foraging for food, taking care of the young, and defending the colony. Male ants' main job is to mate with the queen, and then they usually die shortly after. Ants have strong jaws called mandibles, which they use for carrying food, building nests, and defending themselves. They can lift objects many times their own body weight. Ants have a segmented body with three main parts: the head, thorax, and abdomen. Their antennae are used for sensing the environment and communicating with other ants. There are over 12,000 known species of ants, with more being discovered regularly. Some ants, like fire ants, have painful stings that they use to protect themselves and their colony. Leafcutter ants are known for cutting leaves and carrying the pieces back to their nests to cultivate fungus, which they eat. Army ants are nomadic and travel in large groups, preying on other insects and small animals. Ants play important roles in ecosystems, such as aerating the soil, decomposing organic matter, and controlling pest populations. They form symbiotic relationships with other organisms, like aphids, which they protect in exchange for honeydew, a sugary substance aphids produce. Some ants build their nests underground, while others create them in trees or inside wooden structures. Ant colonies have a highly organized social structure with different castes, including queens, workers, and males. The size and structure of an ant colony can vary greatly depending on the species. Ants have two stomachs, one for digesting their own food and one for storing food to share with others. They use their sense of smell to navigate and find food, and some ants can even swim. Certain ant species, like the bulldog ant, have excellent vision and can track their prey by sight. Ants can form bridges and rafts using their bodies to help their colony move across water or gaps. They have an exoskeleton, a hard outer shell that protects their bodies and provides support. Ants can enter a state of dormancy during cold weather, similar to hibernation. Some ants practice agriculture by growing fungus in their nests, which they use as a food source. The lifespan of an ant varies depending on its role, with queens living for several years and workers living for a few months to a couple of years. Ants use their mandibles to create tunnels and chambers in their nests, which can be very complex and expansive. When ants find food, they lay down a pheromone trail for other ants to follow. Ants clean themselves regularly to remove dirt and parasites. Some ant species raid the nests of other ants to steal their larvae and pupae, which they bring back to their own colony. These stolen young ants are often raised as workers in the raiding colony. Ants can adapt to a wide range of environments, from rainforests to deserts. They have a unique way of sharing food called trophallaxis, where they pass food mouth to mouth. Some ants have specialized roles, like soldier ants, which have larger heads and stronger mandibles for defending the colony. Ants can be found living inside the bark of trees, under rocks, and even inside buildings. The ant's body is covered in tiny hairs that help them sense vibrations and changes in their environment. Some ants use their bodies to block the entrances of their nests to keep intruders out. Ants have been around for over 100 million years, surviving and evolving through significant changes on Earth. Certain ant species can secrete substances that have antibacterial properties to protect their nests from infection. Ants have fascinating behaviors, like the way they farm aphids or the way they use leaves as tools. Some ants can release formic acid as a defense mechanism to deter predators. Ants can work together to move large objects that they couldn't move alone. They communicate using sounds produced by rubbing parts of their bodies together, a process called stridulation. In some cultures, ants are considered symbols of hard work and cooperation. Scientists study ants to learn more about social behavior and communication. Ants have inspired engineers to design efficient systems and robots. Despite their small size, ants have a significant impact on the environment and human life. If you enjoyed this video about ants, please like, share, and subscribe. This helps us to continue making videos like this for everyone.